They wind cut through my jacket, diesel smoke and busted signs. Gas station neon shook and trembled, barely holding on to life. Cheap suitcase dragging gravel like a chain behind a crime. And every step I took felt like I crossed another line. Motel key was cold as steel, like a warning in my hand. Room smelled like old mistakes, nobody planned. I laid down with my boots on, didn't trust the bed or the land. And the silence felt louder than any crowd I've ever been in. I called home, no answer. Just that ring in my breath getting slower. So I stared at the ceiling like scripture, trying to read what the darkness was saying. And I told myself, boy, you made it here, now don't you break. If the devil's waiting, let him wait. If fear's a river, I won't drown, I walk it straight. This ain't just running, it's rebirth through flame. I didn't cross that border just to stay the same. Texas ain't heaven, but hell can't claim me. Not tonight. Not after all it took just to breathe. That old AC roared like thunder, shaking dust from broken vents. Every sound felt like a warning, every shadow felt intense. Some cowboy outside laughed loud like he knew something I didn't. Maybe about survival or the price of being different. Phone screen lit my face, 1:47 a.m. No reply, no comfort, no friend. Just me, my scars, and a dream I ain't sure fits this land. But I didn't come this far to crawl, I came to stand. I whispered, if nobody picks up, then I pick myself up. If faith won't answer, I'll build my own church. Silence ain't empty, it's where man meets the truth he's been running from. And I told myself, boy, you made it here, now don't you break. If the devil's watching, let him shake. If fear's a storm, I won't hide, I'll face the quake. I'm done being quiet, done living half awake. I didn't cross that border just to stay the same. Texas ain't safe, but neither am I anymore. Praying for mercy, I'm earning a name. Tonight under tied neon in a motel across the rust, I ain't just surviving, I'm learning how to trust my fire. Sunrise hit the metal roof like somebody banging on a cell. And I walked out with my hood low, moving quiet, moving well. Texas air tasted like dust and something close to fear. Every billboard saying freedom, but freedom ain't welcome here. I kept my phone on silent like a guilty man on trial. Every unknown number felt like death wearing a smile. Folks around me laughing, living, talking loud and tall. But I stayed in the shadows, making sure I touched no wall. You ever breathe so soft you scared your lungs might tell on you? Yeah, that kind of truth. And the world kept spinning loud while I moved like smoke, nowhere to belong. disappear.
Diego vanished last Thursday, no word, no call, no sign. One day we shared coffee, next day he was outlined in rumor lines. Someone whispered ice was sweeping, someone else just crossed themselves and walked. And I learned silence ain't fear, sometimes silence is the only language we talk. Next morning at a corner store, cop car rolled up slow. My heart kicked the hell out of my ribs like it wanted to go. I stepped back behind cold beer bottles like they were stained glass shields. Whispered, don't look, don't breathe, don't feel. In that frozen second I wasn't a man, just a name no one could say. I told myself soft, if God don't see me, then maybe the law won't either today. I ain't dead, but I ain't seen. Walking between what's legal and what's real. Living quiet, living small, but burning underneath like a match someone forgot to kill. If they hunted, let them hunt. Hell, wolf sharp and steel. But I ain't bowing, ain't running, ain't giving up. Breathe, I earned. Freedom ain't a promise, it's a lesson that burns. And tonight I'm still here, a ghost with a heartbeat, a shadow that refuses to fade.
They didn't ask his name when he walked onto the yard. Just tossed him torn work gloves and pointed at the blocks. Sun already burning holes through the sky, like God was mad. Hard hats, steel boots, cuss words flying around the lot. Concrete dust on his tongue, tasted just like old regret. Hammer hits in the distance, sounded like a drummer dead. He moved bricks like a sinner, trying to pay off every lie. Back bent, shirt soaked, but there was something colder in his eyes. Foreman barked out, move, like he was calling a dog. He swallowed every comeback, let it sink in with the smog. And deep down he knew he'd done worse just to cross that line. So he took that shame and stacked it up, brick for brick. In time, those hands ain't the same no more. Used to shake, used to steal, now they're sore. From building floors, every blister, every cut, every vein showing raw is a price that he pays to not crawl like before. He ain't clean, he ain't pure, but he's standing in the sun, trying to turn all that dirt into something he's proud of becoming. God might not be speaking, but the blood on his palm keeps score. And those hands ain't the same no more. Midday he'd hit different, like a sentence with no end. Sweat ran into his eyes, turned the whole world into sand again. He grabbed the wrong damn tool, just 1 second out of sync. Foreman lit him up in front of everybody by the sink. Use your head, boy, head go. Bounced off steel and stone. Crew looked down, kicked dust, left him standing there alone. For a breath, he saw himself just dropping everything and walking out. But rage turned into fuel, he chose the harder route. He worked harder, moved faster, like he owed the whole state. Hard drumming with the drills, keeping real. Peel those gloves off slow, like a snake losing skin. Cracked knuckles, split lines, dry blood baked in. He stared at both his hands like two strangers at the door. And he muttered to the sink, to the dust, to the Lord, these hands ain't the same no more. They did wrong, they did dirt, but I'm paying on this floor. Every blister, every cut, every vein showing raw is a tax on the sins that I carried here before. I ain't holy, I ain't clean, but I'm done being owned by the ghost, by the borders, by the man I was back home. If heaven's still watching, let it watch me work this war, 'cause these hands ain't the same no more. Texas, under sky that burned like coal, he washed rust red water off and felt something grab his soul. Not forgiveness, not redemption, not a miracle he could see clear, just a cold, sharp truth. A man ain't born again in church. Sometimes it starts right here with two busted hands. That ain't the same as last year. Clock outside and echo low, like some tired wolf calling night. Boots heavy, shoulders aching, dust gritty in my teeth like spite. I walk behind that dented garage, past bent nails and old cans, where other worn out souls gather, breathing like we finally could stand. Whoa. One rolled a cigarette with hands that shook like old regrets. Another played a half-broken speaker like it was a living heartbeat left. We didn't share the same language, but pain don't wait for translation. And the look in their eyes said enough. We were all running from something we refused to name. We didn't toast victory, we toasted survival, like warriors resting, not winners celebrating. And I thought maybe I ain't alone out here. Maybe I just forgot what connections feels like. Maybe belonging ain't blood or birthplace. It's standing beside the tide and not flinching. We ain't rich, we ain't saints, but we damn sure ain't ghosts anymore. Nah, tonight we'll fight. Small, stubborn, but alive. Someone asked me what I left behind, I didn't answer. I just stared into my bottle and let silence tell the truth. Another laugh, the kind of laugh you make when you lost everything once and learned how to keep breathing anyway. The night air smelled like engine oil, warm metal and cheap beer. The moon hung crooked above us like a weary witness who's seen too much. Dust danced in the yellow garage like floating like ash from a fire, still deciding whether to die or burn brighter. I looked down at my scarred hands and whispered to myself, damn, I didn't expect to feel seen here. No badge, no border, no judgment, just tired souls sharing the same breath without asking why. Maybe I ain't alone out here. Maybe loneliness was just a habit. Maybe the world ain't split by math, but by those who keep standing, those who stay kneeling. We ain't perfect, we ain't holy, but we're still breathing, still working, still rising. Tonight the beats are cheap, the music's quiet, and the world don't feel like the limit.
No spotlight, no applause, just human noise, healing the silence. And for the first damn time since I crossed my border, whatever that meant, I smiled without guilt. Because someone finally sat beside me and didn't ask who I was supposed to be.
3 years grinding under heat, steel and sunburned skies. Every bruise felt like a toll the border took as prize. Then one morning I held papers with my own name stamped clean, and my hands trembled like they finally believed what they'd seen. I walked to that old beat-up truck, paint cracked like dry bone, keys heavy in my grip like a crown I never thought I'd own. Crew passed by, same boots, same dust, same sweat, but this time they nodded like I finally earned the right to exist in their breath. Not a word spoken, but respect doesn't always speak. And I smiled under the brim of my head, quite sharp like a man who finally ordered his past. I ain't running no more, ain't ducking cameras or praying behind locked doors. Got scars, got history, got sins carved deep in my bones. But today I walk like I'm allowed to belong. Texas saw my name in ink, not rumor, not guess, and I answered, I'm here, standing, no shadows left. For the first damn time, the road ahead looked like a future, not an escape route. Sun slid down and turned the highway liquid gold, and I drove with the windows down like I finally felt whole. Wind slapped my face raw, but it wasn't punishment, it was blessing, like baptism carried by gasoline and desert air. And somewhere between the engine growl and the quiet in my chest, I whispered to nobody, or maybe to the old version of me still haunting the past. I didn't come here just to survive, I came to live like a man worth keeping. The sky stretched wide, cruel, honest, and for once I didn't flinch. Freedom don't always shout, sometimes it's just the way your shoulders stop shaking. When someone calls you by your real name, even if no one said it out loud. I ain't running no more, ain't lowering my eyes when boots walk past the door, ain't holding breath when sirens crawl across town. My fear ain't my governor now. Texas didn't welcome me, I carved my name into its dirt and stayed. And tonight, driving that endless road, dust rising like ghost smoke behind my wheels, I finally smile, not borrowed Texas didn't save me, but it made me real, and that's enough.